He's a man of the backcountry wild. He's a man with a backcountry style, searching for treasure yet untold, up and down the creeks for his gold. And it's mine or bust, mine or bust, mine or bust, because it's in his blood and that's what a miner does. Just like the gold rushers of old, who live and died for their gold, with picks, packs, shovels, rifles in hand, up and down the creeks of the backcountry land. It's mine or bust, mine or bust, because it's in his blood and that's what a miner does.
Last time on Miner or Bust, we made our way through the woods into the claim, checking in on all the plant life that surrounds. We also witnessed the new life that spring brings to these woods, which is one of the best parts of being out in the wild. After a great hike, we finally make it into camp and settle in. Then we begin work right away, exploring an old river channel, clearing the area of all the deadfalls and cleaning this site up. We opened the channel up and took our first sample of the old river, which proved to hold some golds. Spending the last part of our day along the waterway, finding a bit of gold and settling in for the night. Well, good morning. Nice cool morning out. It'll be nice for a change. It's been so hot the last few weeks here. I almost didn't feel like working. Yeah, a few comments all the time. People want to know types of things a guy eats out here. Me personally, I don't pack out cans of stew. I don't do much for cooking. I go on a lot of dry foods, lots of calories, protein, stuff like that. These whole flake large oats here, they're probably one of the best things out here. They're ultra light. I'll fill you up for the day. I don't bring out creams or sugars or any of that type of thing. Yeah, these little containers for hot foods work really good. I don't have to bring a pot out here and cook this. I just fill it up about a third of the way with oats. Just top it up with hot water. And just seal it up and let it cook in there. It's not going to lose heat. About 15 minutes. I'll have a good hearty breakfast, keep me going for the day. When it's finished cooking in there, I'll throw in a handful of trail mix with nuts and raisins and cranberries and that type of thing. And of course, the rest of my water here goes for coffee. Which will also help me go for the rest of the day.
like this is the old original camp the old prospectors had in here. It's all growing in pretty heavily now. They had old workings up at the head end, and down in behind me here they were doing some trenching, getting ready to run a flume. The old work reports were saying that they were gonna do a wing dam up here, and I'm assuming what they were gonna do is bring the water up to the elevation of their ditch, run the water through, and shovel all these old benches into the flume down into their sluices before the creek there. Yeah, this is their old cook stove in here. It's all no welds. It's all folded steel, so it's definitely an old unit, that's for sure. But the interesting thing about this site, it was almost like something happened when they left, or they were vandalized, or they were definitely upset about leaving this area, because it seems like they destroyed everything that they were going to leave so no one else could use it. Yeah, you can see the pickaxe holes. They've hit it more than once. Yeah, I'm just hoping guy doesn't come across a couple skulls in here. I always said I felt like prospectors of the past were watching me, but I definitely don't need them haunting me. Okay. I just thought it was kind of interesting. Something happened in history here. Like, why would a person destroy his own belongings other than they were forced off this ground, or they had to leave unwillingly, or like I said, somebody sabotaged their camp. But yeah, it's definitely a interesting find. Guy probably could snoop around here a little bit with a metal detector and maybe find a little bit more. It's very interesting to me, you know. It's a little bit of a mystery. Say, I don't think I would destroy my belongings. Well, here, everything should be ready. Yeah, oats are nicely cooked. So I like to throw in a bit of trail mix. This one's got all the different types of seeds and nuts. A bunch of different fruit berries. Throw in a handful of this stuff. Yeah, I don't know how you could beat that. That's gonna sit in your gut like a rock. Keep you going all day. Some good old camp coffee. Put some real energy through your veins. Well, of course, Brutus needs his breakfast. Keep him going through the day. Well, you gotta keep them big ears healthy. When you sit, very good boy. High fives. High five. No, not lick. High five. That's a good boy. Here's your chow. That should be enough for you. Good boy. That's my bush chiropractor. If you watch the winter video there, I kind of got shut down. I was shoveling my driveway, which is 200 feet with a big turnaround, and I live in a snow belt. Yeah, shoveling that. I bent down with a heavy load of snow, and one foot fell in a hole underneath the snow there. It tore something in my lower back, right down in, tight to your hip. One of the worst places a guy could do that. But yeah, it shut me down for the winter there. I went from 40 to 80 overnight. So yeah, this season I've been kind of babying my back a little bit, getting the tissue damage to heal up or scar over, either way. Yeah, this good old log really helps me out. Could be an age thing. You know, I spent all my life with hard labor, doing some crazy things when I was younger. You know, broken bones, broken neck, just about broke my back. So, a pretty exciting life. It's definitely on its way to healing. And even if it wasn't, I'd probably drag myself down here regardless. Oh, we're starting to get somewhere now. Getting into some nicer gravel mix down here. Figure I make it a nice big stockpile material mixed with a little bit of overburden top layers, but no point throwing it away. Oh, I figure we'll knock down a hollow in here, and we'll take this next section of this top out. We'll get a bulk pile in here, plus this one. We'll have a little more gravel to run. Of course, old Brutus here is making my life difficult. Hey, Bruty. Nice and cool in the hole for him. That kind of slows me down. That's okay. Gotta give the guy a break. These flies have been driving him crazy all day. Guess it's kind of like Christmas. You're gonna have to wait to see if there's any goodies down below. But we definitely know we're on an old river here. And there's gold in here. There's organization and layering, but you have a lot of clay, sandy silt mix in here because of the landslides that were happening probably for 1,000 years or better. From in behind, they would fan out across this creek. The head end of that fan would be washed away in this river. It would intermix with the river material. So there should be some decent gold held in here. I'd say clay is probably one of the better gold traps. Just trying to get it out of the clay to release. That's also why I got my high banker set up the way I have it, so everything gets a really good scrub and the boiling action before it goes through the sluice section. Yeah, the fractured bedrock. I know what it is because I studied the bedrock zone that runs through this area. So when I find the rock, I know what I'm looking at. And because it's fractured, but all the edges are slightly rounded, so it just tells you that it's ran through a water course at some point in its history, but it also hasn't traveled very far. Otherwise it would be a lot more rounded and smooth. Yeah. Remember, I always tell you to use the things around you. Pretty big size rock, a lot bigger than I'd like to move. We'll use these rocks to level up this, and hopefully we can get this to roll this way. It don't come back on us. I really don't want to take my back out. It's a long way to crawl out of here. Yeah, that's a fair sized rock. Say these tricks work, but not all the time. I love gravity. There, just like that. One rock down, many to go. Well, finally our first real run of this area. See how nice and easy that is once the guy has everything set up. Take the time and prep your area. Go nice easy pace all day long. Well, finally starting to rain now, but that's pretty good for me. It's been really hot out. I'm hoping this rain will knock them flies down. Well, I think I ran enough material for that sample. Let's shut the pump down and clean out the high banker and See what kind of gold's in here. Yeah, that's enough for that. Clean this up and we'll have a little bit to eat and coffee. Well, here's what we got. There's the sample hole there. Lots of little flake, a few meaty pieces in here. Lots of black heavies. So lots of gold through here. I haven't completely panned it down. But yeah, it's definitely telling me what I wanted to know. There's a gold bearing channel, and this is sampled off the upper section that's intermixed with the slide material. So that's pretty good for the top layer, and it should only get better on the way down. See, there's lots of nice black heavies in this sample. So the guy gets further down into the more original run of that channel, the cleaner gravel, the deposit should only get better. But yeah, I'm more than happy with that. Well, you ready to go do some fishing? I got everything I need right here. You like my fishing box? There's a lot of people these days that are in survival mode. But me personally, I always know where I am, where I'm going, what I'll need. I also have multiple routes out. I know my location and exit points according to the sun before I even go into an area. That way a guy doesn't end up in trouble. Yeah, little simple PCV pipe, some end caps. You know, you wanted to keep in your backpack emergency supplies like flints, pieces of rope and stuff, fishing gear. These things are pretty good. They're watertight. And things aren't going to deteriorate from the sun and so on, but yeah, I like to keep things simple. Here's my fishing gear. Got my fishing line on a little spool for thread. A little 4-pound test, that's all a guy needs, little creeks. A little spool of round lead. I'll just put a little bit of lead on the fishing hooks. Rather than use sinkers, I like to weight my hook, put the hook down. Yeah. A couple different sizes of hooks. A couple little trout flies, just in case the guy can't find any bait. Yeah, just a couple different size hooks, a few flies. I also keep a little package of red yarn in here. Yeah, that's all a guy really needs. Between this, a good knife, and a way to light a fire, I pretty much go the whole season out here. A few other odds and ends out here. We'll go collect some firewood, get all that ready to go. Then we'll go pick out a good fishing rod and we'll get ourselves some dinner. Well, now we're all ready. We'll catch us some dinner here. Fire ready to go. I just got to put a light to it. It'll go up quick. Put some flame and coals. Got my little skewer here for my trout. Once I fillet it up a little bit. Fishing rod here ready to go. Just put a little notch in the bottom so you can run your line through the notch. And then put your hook on a little nub or a branch, whatever. That way a guy can stay mobile. If you have no luck in here, you can quickly set this up like this and move on to the next pool. But I got my sneaking suspicion you're probably going to catch a fish out of here right away. Yeah, I'm just going to go dig up a worm here and get dinner going.
This style of fishing just brings me back to the days of yesterday, when I was young and full of life, exploring the woods with total amazement with everything around. The days when I would set off exploring and pretending I was Jeremiah Johnson up on his hill. Not much has changed.
Ah, that one's too small. We'll get another worm. Seen a nice big flash in there. Nice size one for eating. Let the little guys go. Oh, there's dinner. Make sure it's cooked well enough. Yeah, meat's all flaking away, that's good. Yeah, just try not to get any of this stuff on your clothes. You want to eat the skin and everything. It's probably the best part is the skin. That's where all the oils are. Look at that. Can't get much fresher than that. Right on. Wow, this is a good little dinner. Get rid of this mess. Leave as little scent trail as you possibly can. So we'll chuck this rock in the middle of the river there. Burnt off all our cooking material. So you want to leave as little of a scent trail as possible. Now I use the stick and my two fingers and my thumb. So you don't want this on your clothes, that's for sure. So a little trick, you don't have soap and stuff. There we go. Like that. Not too bad. Slight fish smell, but nothing too major. I can even take some of that wood ash.
A good day with a bit of gold and a nice meal as they settle in for another night.
He's a man of the backcountry wild. He's a man with a backcountry style. Searching for treasure yet untold. Up and down the creeks for his gold. And it's mine or bust. Mine or bust. Mine or bust. Because it's in his blood and that's what a miner does. Just like the gold rushers of old, who live and died for their gold. With picks, packs, shovels, rifles in hand, up and down the creeks of the backcountry land. It's mine or bust. Mine or bust, because it's in his blood and that's what a miner does.